A few weeks ago, we reviewed the PSI A-25M three-way studio monitors and discovered that they were rather partial to a tasty fruit salad.
Thank you very much for the delicious fruit salad.
In this video, we'll be looking at PSI's new A-17 model, the baby brother of the range, and like most young siblings, not so keen on the fruit just yet. Maybe Swiss chocolate would be a better option.
Come on, it's just a bit of orange.
Once we'd finished the A-25M video, Paul and Ali from Emerging UK kindly came to pick them up, but before doing so, set up a pair of A225 subs for us to try. We were really impressed with these and thought they integrated with the A25M perfectly and gave a super tight low-end extension that felt like it was naturally part of the same monitor, but with an increased SPL that really got the low end moving. The A25M and 225 combo would make a perfect four-way monitoring setup for high-end mixing and mastering, but will be out of the reach of many home studio users, coming in around £15,500 for a complete system. So, Paul and Ali left us with the first pair of A17Ms to land in the country. They hadn't even heard a pair themselves yet. They left us a pair in the company's metal black finish. As with the rest of the range, they're also available in Studio Red,
it's burgundy,
and Polar White. While the A17 has been around for a few years, the older model used an OEM tweeter from a third-party manufacturer, and PSI were having a few quality control issues with these, rejecting around 70% of a batch. So they developed their own tweeter, a model based very much on that found in the A25M, and it's this new design that sits comfortably in the waveguide of the new A17 model. As with the A25, the 17 is a front-ported design, and on getting them out of their boxes for the very first time, we were really surprised at their diminutive size and lightweight. They measure 200mm wide by 320 high and 230 deep, and weigh in at 9.5 kilograms each. As with the A25M, the A17 keeps its roots firmly in the analog domain, with no DSP in the signal path. Frequency response is quoted at 44 Hz to 23 kHz, and they can play rather loud too, with a peak SPL of 115 decibels, loud enough to shake your eyeballs at their optimal listening position of between 0.7 to 2 meters. The A17s are powered by Class AB amplification, delivering 170 watts to the bass driver and 45 watts to the tweeter for 215 watts of total power, and feature the same CPR and AOI technology found in the rest of their range. They're not cheap for small two-way near-fields, coming in at around £3,000 for a pair in the UK, so they'd better sound pretty good. Mark.
Let's make one thing clear. I'm biased. I like big speakers in a big room and dislike small speakers in a small room, very much indeed. So I was sceptical of these tiny little monitors when I first set them up. I like the finish, they've got a lovely metallic sheen to them, and they feel like a quality product with no DSP faff on the back panel to bypass, just a level control and low frequency roll-off for pairing with a sub. So I set them up thinking these are going to sound like small speakers and I'm going to hate them. And I set them up, and they are spectacular. James has never really worked on near fields before, as he started working with me back in 2014, and so has been used to large monitors either in or out of a front wall. So he's probably best qualified to comment. So back to him, but not before our usual tried and tested trusted monitor measurement.
How long does Mark stay into the night and listen to music as loud as he likes?
These little babies sound enormous. At low volumes, they are incredibly detailed, and they've changed my opinion on what's possible with a two-way speaker. The detail in the mids is phenomenal, as is the high end, but it's the bass that these pump out. It's nothing short of astounding, and they go loud, really loud. They sound like a much larger speaker than they are, and they seem to defy the laws of physics. The low end isn't hyped though, it's tight, it's controlled, and it really does give you an accurate indication of what's going on down there. That accuracy and detail comes at a price, but if you're working in a smallish room and really want to up your monitoring game and have the cost of admission, we really can't recommend these enough. The original A17 model has many pro users and fans around the world, and these are surely set to follow suit. A monitor with a far larger sound than its size would dictate, with a sublime low-end response, and a huge thank you to both PSI and Paul and Ali from Emerging for loaning us this demo pair. We'll be sorry to see them go back. If you haven't already, then please check out our review of the A-25M coming up on your screen now. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and you'll see us in the next one.